All right, let's talk about something that's literally sending chills through the wellness world, cold plunge therapy. We're going to dive deep, pun intended, into this whole practice. Why are people willingly stepping into ice water and coming out feeling, well, amazing? Let's get into the science and the strategy behind it.
Right? This really gets to the heart of it. It's a total paradox. You'd think it would be miserable, but instead, people are walking away energized, almost euphoric. Clearly, there's something much deeper going on here than just, trying to be tough.
And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? What is it about deliberate cold exposure that has such a massive impact on our bodies and our minds? Let's find out.
Okay, first things first, let's be really clear here. This isn't some new age fad that just popped up on your Instagram feed. The idea of using cold for health has been around for ages. The new part is that modern science is finally catching up and showing us exactly why it works so well. For centuries, you had cultures all over the world, from Scandinavian ice swimmers to Japanese monks, who just knew about the power of cold water. It was intuitive. But now, you have researchers at places like Stanford putting hard numbers on it, and they're finding this incredible cascade of physiological responses happening inside us.
So, what is actually going on in your body when you hit that cold water? Well, your body basically unleashes this powerful toolkit to protect you. And it turns out, those protective measures are the very source of all the amazing benefits we're hearing about.
And here is the absolute star of the show, norepinephrine. You can think of it as your body's own internal focus drug. It's what makes you feel alert, engaged, and ready to go. When you plunge into cold water, your brain gets this massive, urgent signal to release a flood of this stuff. And I'm not talking about a small bump here. The scale of this release is just staggering. We're talking about a 200 to 300% increase over your normal everyday baseline. That is a massive, sustained neurochemical shift. Honestly, it's one of the most powerful you can get from any natural activity. So that's what you feel afterward. That norepinephrine flood is what creates that post-plunge high. It's that clean energy, that mental clarity, and that incredible mood boost that can literally stick around for hours after you've dried off. But that's not all that's going on. Your body also fires up a secret weapon called brown adipose tissue, or just BAT. Now, unlike the regular white fat that just stores energy, brown fat is like a metabolic furnace. It's packed with mitochondria, and its job is to burn calories to generate heat when you get cold.
And this brings us to a really key point from researcher Dr. Susanna Soberg. You have to fight that urge to jump straight into a hot shower. Why? Because by rewarming naturally, just by shivering and moving around, you force your body to fire up that brown fat furnace. That's how you squeeze out the maximum metabolic benefit from the plunge.
Okay, I'm guessing you're intrigued. So how do you actually do this? Let's walk through the practical side of things, because getting started is so much more accessible and way safer than you probably think.
You know, the best part is you can actually start for free. Seriously, before you even think about buying bags of ice or expensive tubs, you can start building up your tolerance by just ending your daily shower with 30 to 60 seconds of pure cold. Master that first, then you can decide if you want to level up.
Now, for your first real plunge, just follow these steps. But listen, the most important skill here, by far, is number 3, controlling your breath. That initial cold shock is going to make you want to gasp and breathe fast. Your only job is to fight that instinct with long, slow exhales. If you can control your breath, you control the whole experience.
This is such a critical mindset shift. This is not an ego thing. It's not about being a tough guy or enduring pain. A successful first plunge is simple. You get in, you manage your breath for 30 to 60 seconds, and you get out safely. That's it. That's the win.
But a single plunge is really just the start. The real magic, the lasting change, happens when you build a consistent practice. That's when this transforms from a physical shock into a powerful tool for your mind.
So what does consistency even look like? You might think it's hours and hours a week. Nope. Research from Dr. Soberg found that the minimum effective dose for getting those big metabolic benefits is just 11 total minutes of cold exposure per week. That's it. That could be like 3 sessions of just under 4 minutes each. That's totally doable.
And here's a simple roadmap to get there. You just progress gradually. You either increase your time in the water or you decrease the temperature, but you never do both at the same time. This way, building the habit feels manageable, not like this huge, intimidating mountain to climb.
And really, this is what it all comes down to. Every single time you get in that water, you're training your nervous system. You are teaching your body and your brain how to face a major stressor, stay calm, and bring yourself back to a state of control. And that skill, that transfers to literally every other stressful situation in your life.
This quote just nails it. It pinpoints exactly where the mental training happens. It's not about staying in for 5 minutes to prove you can. The real growth, the resilience you're building, it happens in that first half minute, when your survival brain is screaming, "Get out!" and you make a conscious choice to stay calm and control your breath.
And that really leaves us with this final thought. This practice is about so much more than mood and metabolism. It's a tool for proving to yourself over and over again that you can do hard things. So what else in your life could change if you started your day by intentionally choosing to do something uncomfortable?